Hey guys, this is Michael from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the city of Sapulpa.
Good morning, Sapulpa. You guys are not going to believe this, but I'm going to tell her myself here. I told her
Okay.
not to do
Yeah. I wasn't going to. I was going to leave it alone.
We were talking for a couple of minutes at least, right?
Yes.
Without being live at all, just a few minutes ago. And then because I turned on the countdown and I'm thinking, oh, it's fine. And then my computer went to sleep and I brought it back up and I was like, that was weird because that doesn't usually happen when we're live.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because we were not actually live. But now we are.
That's awesome. So, welcome to technical difficulties with Micah's studio again today.
Yeah, all the time. That's how we do things here, guys. I don't know if you know this, but we're kind of a small operation. We don't have like a giant, production room full of people that are watching to make sure that this stuff doesn't happen. It's just me and Lucy.
Yeah. You know what'll be really cool? I think our next step should be a director because I really want someone to stand in front of us with like the
Click.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they do the countdown.
Yeah.
Like before we go live.
Yeah.
And then, 5, 4, 3, and then you go to 0, quiet.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things whenever I go and talk on the like Today Show or whatever is they're doing that.
Yeah, it feels.
And they're talking to you in your ear. And they're like, okay, we're going live and they're talking to you and you can like there's a little screen that tells you what to say.
Prompter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I will say that is a very fun thing about being on our side of what we do here is getting involved in those experiences and being a part of the media is a lot of fun. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of not fun parts about it, but
yeah,
I have a lot of fun with the show.
And then like we don't have microphones, so you're like always, fishing a string out of your back.
Yeah. I've never really understood why they continue to do that. I guess it's so that you can set up shop anywhere, which I get, but like, why are we still using microphones with wires?
You're doing I don't know. I never thought about that. They're just always like, put this under your shirt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is something to be said about it being a more consistent and reliable connection.
Probably.
And so, the microphone that had the box attached to it and all that, that's supposed to be a better mic overall. So I know they're expensive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, okay. So, guys, it's Free Coffee Friday. Today's Free Coffee Friday is brought to you by First Baptist Church. They were all over there. I said earlier when we were not live, and I thought we were live, that they had not as many people when I left to go do the thing that I'm telling you about here in a minute. But when I went back, they were full of people, lots of people. I had to like turn sideways to get around people.
Yeah, and see, in my older age, I love people, but I'm getting very comfortable not being in those positions. Like, there's a lot of people. I'm just.
Your older age of 30? Okay. Maybe by the time that you're my age, you'll be enjoying being around people again.
Yeah, I don't know. While we're talking about age, we have to kick it off.
Oh, yeah.
And give a special happy birthday shout out to Tammy Taylor with OG&E, where OG&E energizes your life.
Is that their thing?
That's their slogan.
Okay.
And
Tammy certainly does assure that for sure, energizing our lives.
She's wonderful. We love her, and we hope she has the best day. And yeah.
Yep. And OG&E, if you haven't noticed, they're doing a pretty good replacement for that substation over on Hobson. It's going to look, I say it's going to look really nice, but that's because they have a wall covering up all the electrical stuff.
Yeah, they have the nice wall that they're actually going to stain, so it won't be like a cement rock. It'll look like actual real stone.
Oh, really? Well, that's kind of how it looks now.
They may have already stained it. Maybe not.
Well, I guess it looks like stone, but it needs to be stained to look like
it'll be
actual stone
like
and not like stamped concrete or whatever it is now. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Coolio. Yeah. Happy birthday, Tammy. I hope it's a good one. We have got quite a show for you today, guys. We got a lot to talk about, and we're going to dig right into it. First of all, we're going to start with what's happening tonight. Football, heading to Grove. I'm not going. Are you going? No, me neither. Tanner, Gregory, and Braden are going. I did not get the chance to talk to them this morning because they had some early meetings, but the Chiefs and TV Bros will be out there doing their thing at Grove today, and we're hoping for a good game. They definitely need it after last week's
Mm,
game. They could definitely use a win this time. If you are interested in watching that game, you can watch it on the Chieftain TV YouTube channel at home if you'd like to do that. However, I was talking to Sarah Lehue this morning, and they're also going to be showing this game at the Waypoint Lounge this evening. So if
okay.
you'd like to go out and you're not like Lucy and you actually like being around people, then you can go out there and hang out with your friends and watch that game. And also there will be karaoke, so you could really get into it, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I like karaoke.
Do you see? I knew we could do something to bring you out of the shadows. So anyway, that'll be happening tonight. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Go Chieftains! Really hoping you beat the snot out of Grove. I would really like to see that. Let's see you guys get a good win. So what were they doing? Talking to Sarah Lee here this morning.
I don't know, Micah. What were you doing?
I'll tell you. There's another movie getting filmed in Sapulpa, if you can believe that. This is the documentary though, and it's
No way.
way. Yes, way. All right. So there is this awesome documentary called Main Street of America, Route 66, Main Street of America. It is it is this project that, have you met this guy, director John Paget, I think is how you say his name? Um, Popular in the 1990s for a couple of the documentaries he did about Route 66. Now he's doing one for the 100th anniversary. And okay, this guy, first of all, he lived in Buffalo, New York, which is the armpit of America. I'm just going to say that, all right? Then he moved back home to Columbia, Washington, or something like that. And he had been spending the last like 5 years traveling up and down Route 66 for the entire time, just filming these towns like Sapulpa that are enjoying like this revitalization and the resilience and stuff from being on Route 66. And he said he really enjoyed coming to Sapulpa as much because first time he was here. In fact, if you go to the website that I've got on the screen there, we are the first town that shows up on the background video that shows up there. You can see old school Sapulpa, what it looked like, last year or 2 years ago with all the petunias out.
Oh, yes.
And then we started construction. He came through, and they got a little video of that. And now they're back through here. They're over at the TP Drive-In filming that. And then they'll be going through, I think, getting some more. And then he's going to come back when they're done. And so he's doing a really good job of telling the story arc of Sapulpa, and then combined with all of these other towns that are a part of that movie. So that's what was going on down there. So if you saw some film trucks and stuff out at the TP Drive-In this morning, that's what was happening there. Super excited about this. The movie comes out next year, and if you're interested in learning more about it, including watching the trailer, which you will see some people and places that you recognize. Cindy Lawrence actually had a pretty good prominent position in that trailer, so you'll see her there. And but the movie comes out September of 2026, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great show. I
That's
think it's going
awesome.
to be it is definitely going to be awesome, and I believe they are going to premiere this show at the TP Drive-In as well.
Oh, I heard that.
So we will see it there. You have the chance to see it here next year. Speaking of Cindy Lawrence, while we're bringing her up, she's up for a special award.
Yes.
You've been to this meeting a couple times now. What is this award that she's up for?
Yes. So Cindy is up for the Director of the Year. And this is Main Street of Oklahoma. So this is all the towns that have a main street, which is not everyone. If you don't realize how awesome it is that we have one, you should really check it out because not every town has a main street department. And so we are super thankful for our main street and for Cindy. And so she is up for Director of the Year, meaning that she has gone above and beyond and done so much more for Main Street than some of the other individuals that are out there as directors. So we are super excited for her.
Yep.
And on September 30th, so 2 weeks, we will be headed down to Oklahoma City to recognize Cindy and hopefully bring home
that trophy or whatever, right?
Yes, they do get a nice little trophy. There's Cindy's awesome. The last 5 years, she has really put her heart and soul into applying for awards and different things. And so last year they had 9 finalists, and I believe everyone came home with a win.
Okay.
last year, and this year she had 13 finalists. And so we are headed down to see what we get when it
Yeah.
comes down to that. So they do get a nice trophy, and recognition for all kinds of things, within our community.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people don't realize. So for the longest time, I'll tell them myself here. I assumed that just because we have a town with a street named Main Street, we automatically had Main Street.
Oh,
But we don't. Main Street is a program
mm-hmm,
that you actually have to sign up for. You have to qualify for. Not
mm-hmm,
everybody gets to have a Main Street, and primarily dedicated to the historic preservation of your town. And Cindy had done that better than probably anybody else I know, and for a long time as well. So she comes from old Sapulpa family, and a lot of you guys will remember Lawrence Cigar Stores and City Drug and things like that. Those are all her family, and so. Yeah, Cindy has she's done a lot, and what I like is that it seems like over the last 5 or so years, she's finally getting the recognition and getting Sapulpa the recognition that she's worked so hard for us for the last, I don't know, 30 or whatever it is.
mm-hmm.
But so anyway, Cindy, we're rooting for you. We hope you get that award. That would be a really great thing. That'd be awesome for you and for Sapulpa, both, honestly. So
Yeah.
okay, so there was something big happening yesterday. I'm showing the video right now. So did you see
Oh,
this? You
mm-hmm.
didn't show up for this though. You
Nobody told me.
nobody told you
Nobody told me.
what?
I saw your video and I was like, what the heck?
So despite what you may think, it was not vandals setting the Bison Guardian of the Plains statue on fire yesterday. That was actually a controlled burn. Do you know why they were doing this?
Yes.
Tell the people.
Okay. So, part of our efforts to make Sapulpa great, clean, beautiful, and wonderful for the centennial next year, we've been having some conversations about revitalizing the plains that the buffalo is roaming and returning it back to native. And so over time, we did plant the prairie grass and things like that. But over time, the weeds, and he talked about some type of tree.
Yeah, Johnson grass is I think the big one.
And was a tree trying to grow out of the mound and all kinds of things. And so, because it does stay pretty natural, they went out there and they've chopped it all down. And then they had to burn it
Hmm.
in order to get rid of those roots and things for the Johnson grass and this random tree. I can't call it something, but I don't remember. And I was just hung up on it because I'm like, this random tree just decided to pop up on the middle of a mound, and I can't even get the tree in my yard to grow. It's very
That's not
concerning.
fair. That's
No. So they have burned all that off, and they are going to go in and rough it up a little bit more, and they're going to replant and reseed, and it will be back to beautiful by 2026.
Yes, it will be.
It's a
Pretty
very
excited about what I talked to Ken Daniel about it.
mhm,
He told me it's part of the Creek County Master Gardeners are
mhm,
involved here and the OSU agricultural extension that we
mhm,
have here in Creek County. Which, if you're not fully aware, having OSU, they are one of the greatest ag schools in the nation, and so having them and yeah, that's right. Having them involved in a project like this is a really, really good thing. It's a testament to how great it's going to be. Now, what I really liked about this, some people were saying, and I'm not trying to diss anybody who said this, but they were thinking, well, why are we burning it? Could they not have kept it mowed? And what it turned out is actually the mowing that happened on the highways and the turnpike and everything actually contributed to this problem in the first place. Because when they mow, it disperses the seeds, they get carried on the wind or by cars just driving by, and then they get set here. And because it's really easy for it to Johnson grass to grow, it's essentially a weed and it will overtake the natural grasses, which is what happened here. And so what they're doing is they're burning off all of those seeds. They're going to replant what Kent Daniel called the big four, which are like four native grasses. And then they're also going to plant some flowers around the base of the hill. And I thought that was neat because they're not going to plant them all the way up the hill because it's hard to retain moisture up the hill because the water always runs down the hill. So they're going to replant some flowers and stuff at the base. So it will be a very, like you said, beautiful thing come 2026. But it's neat that we're starting on that now. They're going to work on it all through winter time. And so that's what was happening with the fire out there. It wasn't some vandal or anything like that. So it's pretty neat though, and I'm excited to see they're doing that. That's cool. So other things that are disappearing, like the weeds over by the bison. That sounds really morbid, but Pepper retiring. She's retiring. That's all that's happened. Okay.
She is retired.
Yes, has retired.
Mm.
So,
Yes,
but she's been a lot of fun.
she
And
has.
I did not see her at Free Coffee Friday today, but hopefully she'll show up to one here before too long. She was already the big, people loved having her there.
She's a regular dog.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I love it.
I will never forget when, so one of the other canine officers, Valor, got promoted to captain.
Okay.
And so they did a little celebration. And what they did is that let's bring out all the canine officers. We'll get a picture. And Valor and what is the other one's name? I don't remember now, but um, one of the other ones, I think it was Valor because it was Lieutenant Masters that was there, and
Hmm.
that's Valor's handle. And we're trying to get a picture with Valor and the chief. And Chief Reed, I mean, Valor will growl at anybody.
Hmm.
It does not matter if you're wearing a badge or not,
Nope.
except for Lieutenant Masters.
Yeah.
And I'm getting there. I'm not that close. I'm several feet away, and I'm trying to get a picture, and he starts growling at me. And then the chief tried to get in for a picture and starts growling at the chief, and the chief even like, kind of made this face, which I got a picture of,
Yeah.
which is awesome. And I'm saving that, keeping that for blackmail in case I
Yeah.
need it. But
That's terrible.
that was what was so great about Pepper is she wasn't like that at all. She loves people,
Hmm.
wanted to have fun with you, and she was very much a police dog. She assisted in something like 60 narcotic busts or something. And yeah, she wasn't the one that was going to chase you down and bite you,
She's
which was
gonna find
great.
you and your stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
she'll find you and all of your paraphernalia you get on you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss her.
Yeah.
But the good news is she's retired. She gets to go live the rest of her life out just being a regular dog with her owner, Katie Burns, who was a Sapulpa police officer and her handler for all of those years. So yeah, it looks like she gets to live the good life now. So now she won't be Officer
Yeah. So
Pepper.
now you can pet her.
Yeah. Yes. And I was kind of upset that she never made it to Sergeant. We needed to have Sergeant Pepper. That would have been fantastic, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's from Clue, right? Is that right? Clue? Is it Sergeant Pepper? Is that from Clue?
I don't know.
That's why I'm saying that. It's because it's supposed to be a reference to the
Oh,
the movie and the board game and stuff. I believe that's right.
I have no.
Okay, moving on to something that's a little more relevant to Lucy's thing. Hey, Lucy, have you heard about the new antique mall that's going to be opening up?
I did. I saw that yesterday. So I'm super excited. Um, Sapulpa is not known for all of its antiquing, but we are very good at it. And
Yeah.
so I was super excited to see that building is not going to just sit, that it immediately has something awesome going in it.
Yeah, immediately. You're right. I mean, it was. I mean, I hadn't. Wasn't aware that it had sold yet, and so
I know.
it was
I
like,
didn't
hey,
either.
we bought it, and we're putting it in an antique
Yeah.
mall. And it's going to be something like 84 booths, I think, at the multi-vendor space. Look forward to seeing that when it opens. And what's funny is some people, like we've all got our favorite stores and stuff, and so we've got. I'm very fond of Vintage Market and Magpie and Mulberry. Or Mulberry Magpie. Which one
Mulberry
is it?
Magpie.
Mulberry Magpie. Okay. Very fond of both of those. But they will tell you that it's always good when another store opens
Mhm.
because, like, when people go antiquing, they want to hit up like every shop. They don't want to just go to one store.
Right.
So it's better for Sapulpa, really. You get more people that come down here to go antiquing, and they'll hit up every store, spend their money here.
Yeah. And people hunt antiques more than they shop a good outfit at a boutique. I'm just going to be honest. You've got more people out looking for that and actually traveling to do that. So I'm excited. I think that it's awesome because, like you said, it does bring more business to town and it helps Terry and Archie and Magpie. And especially with 2026, like people are going to be in town and they're going to want
Yep.
old stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even sure that somebody asked me the other day, do you think Sapulpa is ready?
No.
I mean, not right now, but
No, yeah, I can answer you very definitively. We are not ready for the amount of influx we are about to receive.
next year.
Hmm.
Okay. Get ready, guys. We're going to be talking to business owners about this stuff a little later on. So, you guys, some of you guys are going to be seeing us here pretty soon. So, be ready. All right. So, I'm going to end the show today with a special segment that I did with Janet Burney, who most of you guys know as the director of the Chamber of Commerce. But this year, she is also the chair for the charity ball. And so, I sat down with her and we talked about Show Incorporated, mostly because a lot of us like, I mean, I knew what it was, but I don't think I really fully understood what all they do. And so we sat down with Janet to talk about that. And then we've got a really great video to show you in preparation for the Show Inc. charity ball. So if you guys are wondering more about that, then tune in now. And we will see you guys on Monday after this is over. So this will end the show for us today. Enjoy it. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Guys, thanks for joining us here for this quick segment. I have Janet Boney here. Janet, you are now, well, I mean, most people know you as the president of the chamber, right? Is
Yes,
that the right title?
it is.
Okay, I
Yes,
couldn't
sir.
recall if that was the right one or not. But you're also now the chairman of the
The
charity
charity
ball
ball. Yes, sir.
for Show Incorporated. So is this your, is it not Show Incorporated?
Well, it show is one of the biggest benefactors of it for sure, but it
Oh,
also
okay.
benefits other other charities as well. So, but show definitely is the one that gets the biggest chunk of that.
Okay.
Yes.
And we were talking just before we went on camera here about how this is like a super long running event. And how, what year are we in?
Yes, this is my year is the 59th year. So next
59?
year is the 60. And Stacy Hardstock's doing it next year.
Oh, okay. So do you guys trade out chairs every
Yes, every year. Yes.
night
Yeah.
away or something?
And I've been on several people's committees. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great event, honestly. It's a hoot. And it's at the Oaks this year on November 1st. It's a masquerade ball theme. So get your cool masks and dress up and have fun.
But you do dress up?
Oh yeah. Now I'm not I'm encouraging dressing up, but you can dress however you want to. If you want to just wear like for the gals a black dress and get a fun mask, that's fine too. There'll be masks laying around, so if you want to just grab one at the ball, you can.
Okay.
I just want people to come and have fun with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so let's talk about a little bit about that. I think one thing that you and I have talked about, and I've heard you mention before that, this thing's been going on for 59 years, but it seems like there's still a lot of people that don't know about show and about the
Exactly. We've got a lot of new people in town, and because it's been going along so long, I mean, there's people that started it, they're no longer with us. So I think people just assume if you've been around here a long time, you just assume everybody knows. But
right.
I know for a fact they don't. So we did a little video with Chris Neal, I think you're going to show here in a minute.
Yeah, we've got that coming right up.
And that was specifically for that. I just wanted to have a piece that kind of shows the day and the life of somebody that works and stays at show that are adults. So sometimes they can go to work and they can actually work and contribute to the community and be part of the community. And that's wonderful. And that's one of the biggest things show does, the recycling there.
Mhm.
So, but they also have adult day, which is great because it gives people that they couldn't go to work instead of just sitting in front of a screen at home or with their parents, they get to come and have friends and have something to look forward to. So it's such a cool experience when you go in there because you see how happy they are and how excited that they get to go out and have friends, have buddies, have activities. They go to the movies, they go to ball games. I mean, it's just so cool to see. And it's wonderful that the community has supported this for so long.
It is, yeah, and it is a long time. You said it's definitely the state's longest.
Yeah, yes, and I've been told the nations, but I'll have to Google that.
Yeah, we're not sure about that.
We're not sure about that, but I know it's very, very long. And to have people in the community willing to give their money and their time to put something like this on, it's very, very special, really.
Well, so my interaction with show has primarily been through the recycling program. When we had a print newspaper and we'd have extra papers, we would take them down there to recycle. I really loved how friendly everybody was.
Oh, sure,
I
yeah.
love that they had the opportunity to do something, and
Exactly.
not just sit around and watch TV or whatever, but they're,
They
being
make their
productive.
own money, and
Yeah.
they make, I think it's the state's average. They don't undercut them or anything like that.
Okay. They're not taking advantage
No,
of
they're
them.
not taking advantage of them. I learned that the other day, and I just think they're just so proud of themselves. They're really doing something. They're getting out there, like I said, being a part of society and being friendly with people. And it's an awesome program.
Well, now something else that you mentioned yesterday at the lunch that we had, you I think said on stage that uh, there's not just a benefit to the people with the individual with the disabilities, but also to like their parents and their
Their
family. 'Cause a lot of
families,
it's like a
yes.
family affair.
Yeah, when we had Sandy Janowick in, I mean, it just really touched me because she was saying to Chris, she said, "Look, I don't know if you know the statistics of people who stay together when they have a severely handicapped child, but it's not good. And what show gives them is a a respite from that. They can take these children, or there's adults now. Now they're adults, and so they don't have any place for them to go but show, right? So they take them there, and they know they're in good hands. These people know their names, they know what they like, what they don't like. I mean, it's a great group of people that work with them. And so they have that peace of mind that they can go out to the movies, they can go to the restaurant and have dinner, and they know they're being well taken care of. And that's such a blessing for them because the time they wake up and the time they go to bed, they're hands on all the time. And that's just a drain. I mean, it really is. It's just, you're human beings and it's just exhausting, even though you want to do as much as you can for your adult child is just still you need some time for you too. So it's great.
So, okay, so the charity ball, which is the primary driving fundraiser for Show
Hmm.
Incorporated, and these other
And
charities.
United Way, they are a United Way agency
Oh, okay.
too.
Okay. But that ball is November the 1st, you said?
November 1st,
Okay.
yes, day after Halloween.
And it is, and so I've actually never been. I'll be going for the first time this year.
I'm
Very excited to
excited.
go. But I've always heard that it was kind of a, I don't know if black tie is the right word, but it was a nicer thing. Like it was
Yes, it's
kind of
been
nice.
all over the place the last few years. When we had a Bikers and Babe one a couple of years ago, we had a circus theme. We've had a Kentucky Derby. We've had a
Okay, maybe
beach
it's
ball.
is it-
So they kind of slowed down that black tie. This one, you could absolutely wear black tie if you want to, but like I said, I'm not saying you have to because
okay.
I want everybody to come out. People that are not comfortable dressing up, I want them to come out and hang out with me. So that's all that matters to me. I think it's going to be so much fun. I've got a big silly dress to wear, and I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do people get tickets and stuff if they want to come?
The invitations are going out the end of this week.
Okay.
If you don't get an invitation in the mail, call me at the chamber. Please call me, text me, whatever. I want everybody to come. This is not an exclusive group. It's just we don't know everybody's name and address.
Okay, so
So
it's not like invite only
it's
thing.
it's not. I mean, you have to obviously tell us you're coming because
Right.
we'll have all these places, specific seats for everybody.
Yeah.
But if you don't get an invitation, that doesn't mean you're not invited. You call me and let me know because I would absolutely love to have you come because
Okay.
you know,
You guys got that?
yeah.
Yeah. So definitely looking to listen. If you are someone who benefits from this organization, obviously you should definitely be a part of this. But if you're someone who just maybe wants to understand more about what's required for something like Show to operate, we've got a video here that we're going to show you, and be sure to reach out to the chamber if you don't get that invitation in the mail. And November the 1st is that. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing all of you guys this year. And yeah, let's get to that video.
Show is a company that provides services to people with developmental disabilities. We're a nonprofit, a United Way agency, and we've been here for over 50 years.
Opportunity for people with disabilities and their family members and community members to have an enhanced and higher quality life.
So we have a vocational program that provides services for people with disabilities in job training and getting jobs. We have an assisted living program for people who are living at home or with parents, not in a group home. And we have an adult day program for people who are not working or not working full time. In any of our three programs, there's opportunities for inclusion, getting out in the community, meeting friends, going to baseball games and out to eat with their friends, and just enjoying their community and being part of the community.
It's a beautiful, wonderful thing to be able to care for somebody with disabilities, but it's also exhausting. So you're not only helping the people with disabilities, you're helping the family members, and then you're also helping the community.
We were never expecting to have a child with the level of disabilities that she had. And she is very severely impaired with an intellectual disability, and she's nonverbal and non-ambulatory. And then when she's here, the staffing will take her and they will go find some place for her wheelchair. And what she gets from that is just the interaction from other people show as probably the biggest relief that we get from those duties. And I don't know what we would do without that.
It's a beautiful organization. It's an opportunity for them to come and to explore and reach their full potential.
It reminds me what I'm supposed to be doing. SHOW is a little bit different from some other agencies in terms of their approach. It's not just a job for people. It's about dignity. It's about being a part of the community.
I think the community should know that there's an organization in their town that supports approximately 100 disabled individuals, and that helps train those individuals, give those individuals great quality of life. That there's an organization that has given people the opportunity to fully explore and reach their highest potential.